All right, everybody, welcome back for another video of virtual warfare, text-based role-play fighting tutorial series. And still haven't figured out the title yet, but today's video is going to be about exposing uh, false methods of understanding in role-play fighting and false methods of handling fights or role-play fights. What I'm about to show you is going to be the whole fight. I'm not going to focus too much on the fight, just the key parts that I want to get into. I will send a link in the description of the fight so you can look at it yourself and see what you want to see. You can judge it yourself and just see the fight in more slower um, format, I guess. So this main theme is going to be about interruption. So whereas interruption is like you can intercept somebody's actions. For example, say I am charging up and I'm using that energy to form a ball. I'm throwing it at you. Okay, boom. That's what I'm doing. You will say, if you interrupted me, you would say, uh, you would try to intercept my complete attack in the middle of. It could be anything. It could be while I'm charging. It could be while I'm forming the ball, or it could be right before. It could be anywhere. But most people try to intercept before you do anything. Which is corny, but people do it. But so then we understand what a interruption is. Let's see how this type of idea or concept is being used, and let's see why it was being used wrong in the wrong way. So I'm not focused on too much on the fights, but I am going to explain what's going on. So right now he's the guy. I'll show you his name. So this guy is not a bad guy, I don't got nothing against this guy, but I am fighting him. And of course, if you're in a crowd, you got your friends around, you're going to side with your friends. You're not going to side with the truth. But I'm not bashing him from that. I'm just showing you who this guy is when I'm fighting. So if you want to do whatever, it's fine. So that's him. So he's given the landscape of where we at. So the landscape is a desert, and it has a nice skyline, as you can see. Cool. So that's the arena, as he said. He's inviting his friends, I guess, to see the fight and just to support him or whatever. So we can see, okay, cool. So now I'm posting that. So I'm practically the first poster because he was just giving the outline of the arena or the layout. So I'm posting, like I said, if you see my other video, my basic video of a spar, you can see that I'm giving my height, my distance, my clothes, my powers, or whatever it is. I'm not going to really focus on that, but you can see that it's there. Get my stuff. Okay, boom. Okay. He does the same thing, gives his height and weight, his powers, his clothes and stuff. Cool. All right, but this is the part I want to focus on. Now, as you can see right here, the last sentence that he writes, it says, nonetheless, the young Titan will push forward while whistling a racist show tune. And this is the part, I'm just joking. I'm not fussing about that. But this is the part I am going to fuss about. He said, the male still spinning his guns, which he was doing, as he made the 5-minute walk towards the destination. Now, there is really no stated destination to where he's going. He's just saying 5 minutes to the destination. It could be anywhere, It can be anywhere, So the only thing that we can go off is the 5-minute walk that he took, So if he's taking 5 minutes to walk, after that 5 minutes will be his destination, wherever it is. Okay, cool. That's granted. Now let's see what I wrote. Not focus too much on the text. So I'm noticing him. I can notice his whatever. So let's go to the part where this is important. Right here it says, upon completing such, which was whatever I was doing. You can read the watch the video yourself. He dashed toward the approaching man as he was approaching 60 feet away. Traveling, okay, that's the rest. I'm traveling at a certain speed, blah, 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 blah. Now, it says right here, as he dashed towards the approaching man, as he was approaching 60 feet away. So I am doing all this stuff, noticing him, approximately 60 feet away from where he's at. Now, that's what it is, okay? Now we go to his post and let's see what he says in response, because I might not be explaining it the best way because it's just kind of hard to explain, but with the best that I'm doing, I hope that you can understand where I'm coming from. So he makes the interruption. So let's see where we're looking at. Okay, so practically he says that as he noticed the man, he does his little tricks. Okay, right here. It says right here. Okay, I'm gonna start right here. It says the energy he'd give off would lead him to believe he's performing a technique of his. So he'd take this as he need to act fast, casting his techniques as he in his walking, being 240 feet away from the male before him. Now it says right here. It says that he says that he's sensing me reacting to his approach. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that you can do that. But the thing is this: he says, casting his technique as he in his walking, being 240 feet away. If we look at the post that I made, it says that I did all this stuff at 60 feet away. So for him to say that I reacted to his reaction or whatever it was 240 feet away is completely wrong. So I might not be explaining with the best words, but you can practically see what I'm trying to say. It says that I acted 60 feet away, and here his post says that he's reacting to while I'm reacting, which would be 240 feet away, and it's completely false. So we can read. All right, sorry about that little glitch there. I had to redo the video. Kind of ran out of space because I got a lot of stuff saved up, ready to be exposed. But besides that, that's pretty much the end of the video. As you can see, how the interruption was done wrong, and you can see why it was done wrong, and you can see what I wrote if you want to. Wow, you can see what I wrote if you want to. Let's get to that. As you can see, he made his friends admin and stuff like that, I guess, to control the chat or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna go along and show you what I wrote briefly. You can see the full video and the link in the description. And that is pretty much it. And look, as you can see the response. Yeah, so that's Roleplay Fighting on Kick, and it's not everybody on Kick, but it's practically, I ain't gonna say the majority, but you get the idea. It's people who say that they're top dog and handle fights and do things like this, and no one is there to like expose them and show their faults, and that's pretty much my job right now. And that's pretty much the end of the video. So thank you for watching, and I will be exposing more people. You can stay tuned for more training lessons on my other channel. I guess I'm going to make another channel. And that's it. So see everybody later. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time. Deuces.